So I'm not sure how old this one is, but it doesn't work, I don't think. Um, it takes 6 batteries. I'm going to open it up because I think I need to check the polarity. I did a Google search. There's no information. All right, I'm just going to take it apart. Just go for it, man. So I should be able to get in here and look for any obvious signs of anything and check the polarity of the plug, because there's just no documentation on this thing for some reason. These were really popular in the 80s. I remember about 85, 86, 87, somewhere around there. One of the kids that, well, he was older than me, he was a high schooler, and we'd ride the bus for like an hour almost from my grade school. So anyway, the people would have to entertain themselves. He'd play guitar on the bus through one of these, and I remember it like had some really obnoxious orange foam headphones. So this is most likely broken, and the reason I know that is because there's 2 tags on it, and one of them is from a different store. So it means somebody bought it somewhere else, and they returned it. But this is probably repairable because it's, still in that time period where, what is this? It's a little pin fall out. It's in that time period where things are replaceable still. I just need to get the rest of it to separate away from here. Okay. Joan on Broadway. Wow, there's a lot of stuff going on in here. Okay, here's another one of these. So it's apparently a circuit board spreader. And then I should be able to just actually like pull that off of there. Okay. Alright, so everything looks pretty normal. There's not a lot of electrolytics. Well, actually there's a lot, but there's not a lot of big ones. So let's see here. We have the red wire here. Okay, I'm going to pause this because I'm going to look at this. It's going to take me a second. So yeah, this pretty much looks like it's oops. It looks. Come on, man. It looks like it's probably center negative. So we have. Oh, the board here is cracked where the batteries go. We might have a issue there. Alright, so the biggest problem with this is for sure we know at least one person plugged this in backwards. And that's pretty obvious right here. So, that resistor right here is absolutely cooked. I don't know if you guys can see that. Wait a minute. So I'm not going to be able to tell what that is. And I'd be really shocked if I can find a schematic for this. This might have happened when you plugged it in, Jesse. Or somebody else did it. What I'm going to do, I know what the polarity is now, so I will try to power this up on my 9-volt center negative power supply. Okay, so another thing we could try and do too, I've got, put it back on ohms and see if we can measure this resistor. Let's see. You get about 40 ohms on it. I really doubt that's what it would be, but who knows. Alright, so I'm going to have to get another power supply. I forgot that one over there is a 12 volt, or excuse me, not 12 volt, a 9 volt AC power supply. We have this one right here though, and then you can switch the tip, so I just want to confirm the... Oh man, I just accidentally did... I don't want to do that. Okay. So this is center positive right now. We flip it around. There should be center negative, 9.8 volts on it. So this might work. I'll put it back in the little caddy holder. It works. Cool. So yeah, somebody cooked that thing, and it took the juice. So, this is good to go. All right, let me get it back together. That's pretty cool. Okay, so I need to make a note of this. Just for the video, I'll make a note. I can go back and read my notes. All right. So here we go here. Prince Japan HPA-1A001. Okay. And we have R114. And we really can't tell. Okay. Orange. Something black. Now, let's see if we can read the back of it maybe better. It almost looks like an orange, brown, black. Now, it does still work, but it's not the right value. And let's see, where is that one coming from? So it's coming straight off of the pad back here. So it absorbed the power, and I believe this probably would be protection also. A scheme that they did on the batteries too here is really terrible, because it's really easy for that to be like wrong also, because the way that they go in there, they don't make much sense. I would like to get into here real quick. I'm going to use my ohm meter and just see if I can get another reading on this. This is definitely a pain. Okay. This is definitely not how you're supposed to do things, guys, just so you know. Don't follow my bad example. I got 39 ohms. You get 39 ohms. So what happens when these get cooked, they either lose resistance. I think they lose resistance. So we need to figure out what R114 might be on this. There's some other identifiers on this board here too. And there is a lot of circuitry in here. I am actually shocked. I thought this would be relatively simple. So now what Looks like it might have been repaired at one point. We could put it back together, kind of nicely, I guess, and I'll test it. Okay, guys, so I got my amp down here, and I just got it on clean channel, and I'm gonna plug it into this thing, and we got a headphone out. Where's it at? Stereo phones. You get 2 headphone outs. You get out 1 and 2. We'll plug that in there. We'll turn it on and see if it makes any ungodly noise. A440 and on. I don't know if it's supposed to be like a tuner. Okay, I'm going to grab my other cord here, and let's see if it works. I mean, I could show you, you know, but without plugging it into the amp, you're not going to hear it through your headphones. I'm not hearing anything coming out of it. Okay. We got here. So it probably did take a hit. It probably doesn't work. No, I hear something right there. Okay, let me. Okay, chorus, and an echo, and sustain. Sounds really bad. Alright. Now the distortion is horrible. Well, this guitar has a lot of gain, so that could be. Sounds better with it off. It's like feeding through. Okay, thing's off. You can't turn it down. Interesting. The volume has no effect. Yeah, I don't know if it works. It gets quieter when it's on. I don't know. So, I'm going to try it with some headphones and see what we get. Because this is definitely funny. I just got to find a headphone adapter. That's the problem. Alright, I forgot I had these AKG open back headphones. Let's see what I get. Oh, I don't need the adapter? I forgot. Oh, man. That's really weird. So, you hear a 440 tone. Yeah, okay. It's a little bit different than I thought it would be. Oh. Let me get my other headphones. I don't feel like wrestling with these things. Oh. Okay, yeah, I don't want these ones. I got my old AKGs. The K44s. Everybody used to have these damn things. And they're good. Those other ones are open back. I don't really care for open back headphones. That's an input also. Okay. I think this switch is bad. When I hold it in, it's got some distortion. So we're going to have to take this apart and clean it. Sorry. Okay. I can hear it pretty good. So the idea with this thing was, you could... Ooh, that's loud. Okay, the volume control works. And the distortion works if you hold it in. It's got an interesting chorus. Okay, so let's plug it back into the amp here. Let's take a listen. Okay. Now, the amp will come on in a second. Oh man, these headphones off. It's like got automatic distortion. I don't know. I am on the clean channel. Oh no, I'm on the crunch channel. Damn it. This pickup has so much gain. Okay, let's turn that off. not much. Okay, echo. Chorus. And it doesn't put the 440 tone through the output jack though. So it's kind of gimmicky. I would probably never ever use this just because I have like a Zoom pedal processor, just a little small one. But these were really, really popular in the 80s, so they might also have some damage too. I mean, well, you definitely see that thing's not working right, so. And I don't know, it might not be fixable, but cool. So there you guys go. I just bought it for the heck of it. Oh, and by the way, the guitar is a Fender Starcaster, basically. It's not really a Squier. It's made by Fender, and it's called a Starcaster. And whereas like a Squier Stratocaster is made by Squier for Fender, the Starcaster is made in the same factory. It was made for big box stores. It's I can't remember what year this one is. I've sanded and shaved the neck on this. It's a CSX, if you're familiar with those. The neck is a 2010. The guitar body is a 2011 three-piece older body. And I bought two guitars to make one guitar, and it's got a Dimebag Darrell pickup, stainless steel saddles. I do have the Fender bridge with the big block in the back. And, I mean, it's a nice touch, but I don't really care about it. The stainless steel saddles actually made a pretty good difference. You got a yellow ivory colored pickguard, basically. Aged vanilla, maybe they call it. And then I have hip shot locking tuners on it. This is one of my favorite guitars. It's heavy and it's full thickness, so it's kind of up there with, like, you know, made in Mexico Strat. I've had Mexican Strats and stuff like that. I've got a Mexican Telecaster or two still, and these are great guitars to modify. And what's kind of cool about them is they're technically not a Squier. So for those people that are ashamed of Squiers, but I keep my collection of guitars to a very basic, limited amount of like what I might grab and play. I do have others. That's a 7-string Jackson. Last time I checked, they were like $199 new. Here's an older hardtail Ibanez. Let me turn the flash on. So this is called Blackberry or whatever. I had another one that was really nice, but somebody left it where the sun bleached the crap out of it. So these two here, the one I play the most is this Oscar Schmidt LP guitar. It's a set neck. It's nicer than any of the Epiphone Les Pauls that I've ever owned. And I've owned a few, and they just never really quite sounded okay to me. This thing sounds great. And it's made by Samick. You can tell by the logo there. Anyway, that's enough out of me. Here's the amp that we were using for the clean sound. And got a couple of other amps and stuff. So anyway, here's one of the ones that I rescued from the Goodwill. And I took all the crap out of the front so we can still see the tubes. So I do like Bugera amps. I don't think there's anything wrong with them unless they break. Guess that's true about everything. They make a really good 6505 ripoff. The 6260 is great.